Hey guys, it is Michelle. Ooh, what did I just do to my finger? I just hurt myself. Anyway, since we just got on, we're going to wait a few minutes till everybody can get on here. We'll talk about what's been going on. It's been a week for me, let's just say. Very exhausting. And we'll get into that in a minute, but I'll give it a few moments to let you guys come on here. I got a glass of water and I got a glass of wine, which I'm very happy about. I haven't had a glass of wine in probably our last talking video. So it's been a little bit. Hello. So yeah, I know it's like a little bit of a later video as far as, you know, an Easter haul. It's not really an Easter haul, just a little gift from my mom. Then I thought I would do a little haul for some things that since Easter what I've purchased, not a lot, and then talk to you guys about the week because there's been a lot of things going on this week, which is why I really didn't post too many videos. I've been pretty sick this week, and once we sit for a little bit and have everybody log on, we'll talk more about that. But for now, we're just going to oh, thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, so I wanted to accomplish so much more this week, but I was unable to. I actually had, you guys know I had a sinus infection about a month or so ago now, but from the antibiotic, whatever medication they had given me for that, I do have some allergies to certain penicillins, and unfortunately for me, the medicine that was prescribed was one of those things that I was allergic to. I didn't realize it. Technically, the doctor didn't realize it either. It wasn't something that we knew about as far as the allergic reaction has gone. And it just started a chain of events for me as far as it was not fun. So, I ended up with a fever. I have been extremely very tired. And it's just really I ended up not being able to go into work Friday because I couldn't. I literally slept all day. It was like 14 hours, which is not me. I haven't slept like that. I'm like, I don't think I even slept like that as a teenager. So very concerning. Just worn out and just, fighting, between the sinus infection that I had been dealing with and now this allergic reaction to the medicine on top of it. It was just a horrific event. So they finally got me on the proper medicine that has been fixing things. Hello, Lou. How are you? And I have been feeling so much better than I have been. Like I said, all week I've been dragging. I've been suffering with a fever. Hello, Ramon. And it took them forever with testing and stuff to figure out what the issue had been. So, having a sinus infection on top of an allergic reaction to the medicine, it was just not fun. So, I'm finally starting to feel more like myself. It's been over a week. I wasn't able to do any of my workouts. I normally do an hour a day in the gym. I wasn't even able to do 20 minutes. I was just so tired. I had no energy to eat. I had no energy really to do anything. It was a miracle of God. I don't know how I managed to make it through most of the work week, but Friday I just couldn't anymore. And I was like, guys, I'm sorry, but I can't make it. And I'm just absolutely exhausted. And so they finally found a medicine and it seems to be working. So I'm finally feeling back to my old self, but it's going to be a bit of a haul because it took a lot out of me. Okay, so far. But now that I have some of you here, I'm going to show you what my mom got me for Easter. She always does a little tiny Easter thing. So I got this cute little bag. There's a little glitter on it. I don't know if you can see the glitter. It's a cute little baggie. It looks like a lot, but it really isn't. But she always does a little something, and we do too. She got me the solid milk chocolate cross. A religious cross. Thank you, because for a while there, I didn't think I was going to make it. I was like, I'm done. Something's wrong. But I'm much better now. I didn't eat the second one. That's in here still. Ooh, I got two of the... You know what? I might eat this with you guys now so you can see what the Kinder looks like. Yeah! So she gave me 2 Kinder eggs. I ate one already, but I kept this one. But I opened up the toy part of it. So this is the Kinder part, and we'll eat that in a minute after I show you everything else that's in here. So I got this one toy, which is a little robot thingy. It's kind of cool. He's made like a Connect, which is kind of cool. Then I got this little like car that like you push back and cute. That became my Kinder Eggs. Then she got me a solid milk chocolate Whitman's bar, and it has John 3:16 on it. Nice. She got me a bag of Cadbury Minis, which are like my favorite, one of my favorite candies. She got me this cute Chihuahua makeup bag. It's made by Cat's Eye. Look how cute. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. This is going to be perfect for vacation because it's nice. It's a nice thick plastic so it can easy to clean. Like if something spills in it, so I'm really happy about that. And then she gave me these two beautiful, these are going in my kitchen. Obviously they're kitchen towels. In need of some vitamin C. How adorable are these? I love them. Mom always does really cute little things. I hope the present I got her for Mother's Day comes in time. Like I'm a little worried that it's not going to make it in time. Anyway, so now I'm going to show you the Kinder Egg that I have here. Now this is not like the ones that are in Europe, which is disappointing. Because I like those ones so much better. But a Kinder Egg is a Kinder Egg. Because like the toy is separate. Like the other half is where the toy is showcased. And then this is the Kinder that we have here in the States. Pretty good. Actually, not. I mean, I did some studying this week, but with not feeling good, that wasn't. I didn't do very much, so I got to put my nose to the grindstone this week. So I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna do it. So this is for those of you, because I know a lot of my subscribers are not from the United States. So this is the Kinder that we get here. I should get like a full one and do like an actual opening next time I go and get some. I will, but this was a gift and I already opened up the toy. But you get these two, like, the best way for me to describe these is that these kinds of like Ferrero Rochers in this like creamy sauce. So it comes with a little spoon, I guess you can call it. I can get this out. Sometimes they shoot across. Okay, I got it. You can see it looks like a little hazelnut covered in chocolate, and there's the cream inside. And they're tasty, don't get me wrong. Not like the Kinder Eggs in that come from Europe that are banned here in the States. But they're tasty. It's like just a... I don't even know if this is real cream, to be honest with you guys. It's probably fake frosting at best. But it's tasty. See, a little coating falling off of the hazelnut. I love hazelnut. Like, okay. Let me pick them up. I'm making a mess here. So just like got this coating on top. And that's like hazelnut. I don't think that's a hazelnut. Nope. It's not hazelnut. Hazelnut flavoring inside like a wafer. Good though. It's very airy. Actually, I cannot wait to have a sip of my wine after this because this is really going to be tasty. It's not bad, but I miss the Kinder Eggs, you know? Next time I won't open it up. Oh, thank you, Lou. I am nervous, especially after being sick. That put me out of commission for a while. And, I need to get my head in the game as far as my study. But, I feel fairly confident, but I'm pretty nervous. I've seen the pre-test, and I'm, like, scared, because it's like, there's stuff in here we didn't cover. It's like, ugh, not good. But anyway, while we talk, I'll show you some of the other things that I picked up over the past few days. So, I had to return something to TJ Maxx, and they ended up giving me a gift card because I didn't have the receipt. So, I picked up a couple little things. I still have some stuff on a... Hi, Mike, how are you? I still have some things on a gift card there, so I'll show you a few little items I did pick up from TJ Maxx. So, the first thing is this little container. It was $1.89. So, what I want to use this for You guys know when I am feeling better, when I don't feel sick, I do like a raw diet for my lunches. Oh, very nice. And so what that means, if you're not familiar with the raw diet, I only do it for lunch because I really can't. It's a huge commitment to eat raw, like as far as your lifestyle goes. And I give anybody credit who can do it. I just can't. But basically, you're eating just raw fruits, raw vegetables. I've heard of some who have done it with meat, but I don't highly recommend it because of, you gotta be careful. No, not yet. But so I'll eat like raw cucumber salads. Like I'll eat things like for my lunch that don't require cooking or aren't cooked. And what I was going to use this for is for like peanut butter for like carrots, or use this for, well, that's a lot of peanut butter, but you also use it for like putting like little slices of peppers and other small vegetables in here, just to like bring with me to work. Obviously, it would be a part of my lunch. This wouldn't be my entire lunch. But for $1.99, I thought that was a good price for that. Next thing I found this on. This was for $3. I'm not sure. We'll see. Like I said, I'm still working on getting my energy back, but we'll see by the end of the video. Maybe. I really don't have anything new. As far as shoes go, but I've been like shopping online. I have to buy some at some point. So I got this also. This was $3. This kit is a pasta making kit. It comes with a garlic infused oil, durum, wheat, semilla pastas, and it comes with some herbs and spices. You can see here, there's the oil. You get 2 spices, and you get 2 little bags. I guess it's like, actually they're good sizes. There's probably 2 servings per bag in here. It's imported from Italy, but I thought for $3 that was a great price. The oil itself is worth that. So I was like, okay. And I want to keep it for myself. Oh, thank you. But I thought this would be a great gift idea too. But it's like, oh, I don't know. It's going to be hard to part with. But super cute idea, and I couldn't pass it for the price. And the last thing I got, this is one of my favorites. These, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's starting to make it's starting to become popular here in the States. I've seen them at Starbucks recently. But these are called Stroop waffles. Now this isn't the traditional. I like the traditional, but we wanted to give this a try. So a Stroop waffle is, it's a very thin waffle, normally with caramel on the inside. And then like what you do is like, see how it's on top of a cup of coffee or tea? You put it on top of your coffee or tea, let it warm up for like a minute roughly, and then the inside's nice and gooey and delicious. They're so good. And they taste to me like gingerbread a little bit, the traditional ones. And I grew up on... Okay, we'll see. And I grew up, as you guys know, with my mom's... Hi, James! My mom's side of the family is German, so we grew up on the foods from the store that they had. So I grew up with a lot of European influences, and that's why I love gingerbread. Like, it's one of my favorite things. But these, they have a honey version of stroopwafel, and then they have this version, which is chocolate caramel, which Joe's been wanting to try the chocolate version. So let me see if I can get this open and show you what they look like. You can find them in places like Hannaford. I do see that more and more places are, are selling them. Like I said, I saw them at Starbucks, and normally when you see them at Starbucks, it goes mainstream. So I'm going to try to open this. I'm making this. Come on. Okay. So I got the packaging open. So these ones are darker because they are chocolate. So there's this cookie, the waffle, and you can see the caramel in there. But you put this on top of your cup of coffee while it's still hot, and it warms up that caramel, and it's like gooey and delicious. I can't wait to eat it. Can't smell through the packaging, but I like the traditional stroop waffles. I'm really excited to try these chocolate ones. So these were only $3 and change, which is cheaper than what they sell at Hannaford. Hannaford sells them for about $5 or $6. But I figured to try out the chocolate ones. This was a good way to start. There's 8 of them in there. I think a serving size is 2. Oh no, a serving size is 1 stroopwafel. But I've seen them sell them in 2 packs at Starbucks or whatever. So I always eat only 1 anyway. They're kind of filling. At least for me, they're filling. They're pretty yummy. So next, I got a Lush and I got something from Yankee Candle. I'll show you. So I did have a voucher from Yankee Candle from buying way too many Yankee Candles. So I had a $5 voucher and I used this candle. So I ended up paying $12 for it, but I didn't want it to expire. So I ended up getting this. This is Sicilian Lemon, which is going to be great for spring and summer coming. It smells like lemon pez. It's like a really great size. I love it. Isn't that nice? It smells really good. Love that. Love it so much. I'm sorry guys, I'm like still exhausted. I'm dragging my booty. And then last is Lush. You know me. I went to get a free face mask, which I did. It's in my fridge right now. It's the one called Don't Look At Me. But I was bit. I don't even know if I have the receipt here to tell you what these are called, but I'll show you what they are. Hello, how are you? So the first one I got, I don't have the receipt, so oh, there's like a ton of glitter here. I got this one. It was kind of like a volleyball. I don't know their names because I don't have the receipt. It's got a warm clovey scent and it's covered in glitter. I'm gonna like be covered in glitter by the end of this, but that's okay. Because most of these are glitter. And then this one is, I think this is called Queen or Queen Bee or something like that. It's a crown. How awesome is this? It's covered in glitter again. This one smells more like it's like there's clove there, but I don't know if there's cypress. I can't place the other scent on here. I couldn't help the crown. I had to have it. And it's like covered in glitter. I'm trying to get the glitter back in here so it could go in my tub and not all over me. Although it'll be all over me in the tub, it's fine. Then I got this one, which looks like a seashell. And it's covered in glitter, so that's a bonus. I wish I had the receipt here with me. So this one. This smells like the lemon candle. This is a very sweet lemony fragrance. Up my alley. I love that. So this is a mermaidy one. At least to me it looks like mermaid. It's got like, well, honestly, it could be Game of Thrones inspired too. It could go either, it's some kind of a scale. That's an interesting smell actually. There's definitely a citrusness to it, but there's a sweet, like almost cakey scent. Love it. I didn't need more bath bombs, but you know, your girl wanted more bath bombs. That's the problem. My favorite thing in the world. One of my favorite things. So this one I think is called Gold. It's got that little like wax mark on it. AG is the scientific symbol on the periodic table for gold. This smells like the ocean to me. Like a sea salty scent. Oh, I love that. I should have gotten another one of those, but that's beautiful. Love it. That one I remember the name because of the little gold emblem. This one is called Black Rose. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this one smells like bergamot, which is one of my favorites. I love the smell of bergamot. Actually, bergamot, they have to mix it with, hello, how are you? With a stabilizer, because pure bergamot oil, if you wear it, it'll actually stain your skin. Way back, I think during the Victorian era, because they used it a lot as perfume, you would see like they would have like a ghost necklace on them, because from the, oh, thank you. It would stain the skin, so if they had their pearls on or whatever necklace they would wear, there would be a permanent indentation around their neck because bergamot permanently stains the skin. So they have to mix it with something so it doesn't permanently stain your skin. But I love the smell of bergamot. And this is just so pretty. There's red glitter on it. I'm very excited for this. I can only imagine what the bathwater is going to look like. This is probably going to be not the prettiest to look at, like some of the other colors, but I got a feeling there's something inside there. There's probably more red to this than the black. But I'm very excited for that, and I love the black rose. Oh, I now literally have glitter all over my yoga pants. I put them on because the outfit I had on earlier when I went out to go grocery shopping, it's raining here, so it soaked. My pant legs were completely soaked. But that is what it is. They're in the wash right now. I'm going to have a little bit of, it's my first glass of wine in like, since our last talk, actually. Hi. I've been pretty sore. But thankfully, I've been feeling better. I'm feeling better than I have been, but I'm still taking it slow. Because I'm still so tired. I'm not in pain anymore, but I'm super tired. I'm just glad to be on the road to recovery, because when it's bad enough when you have a sinus infection and then having an allergic reaction to the medicine they prescribe. Not fun at all. So a glass of wine to relax. So pretty nice. I'm really looking forward to spring coming. I'm kind of excited. I mean, it's been really rainy here, which is kind of a bummer. So I really can't do half the stuff I'd like to do outside. I really want to start filming outside again. I prefer filming outside than to inside the house. As many of you who've been with this channel already know, number one, I don't like the way my hallway looks. We have already had this discussion about the hallway. We're not going to linger on that. But, you know, it's dark. Not crazy about the look of it because I'm limited in what I can do to it. And I love the natural lighting anyway. And it's just nicer to film outside. I live in a rural area, so I feel like taking advantage of that. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. But it's been what I like to call the mud season. We really don't have spring. We have winter and we have mud season. Hi, how are you? So that's what we're dealing with right now. So I'm patiently waiting for mud season to be over. And I'm actually, once I get off of here, I'm going on, I'm going, there's a few tops that I want to get. I guess, what's the video? Is it on YouTube? Good, Jamie, how are you feeling? I'm sorry, I'm playing with this little guy that came in my Kinder. It's like a connects. It's like a connect, like, yeah, let me show you the back. Like a connect. Does anybody remember connects? I don't think they're really a thing anymore. Once in a while, I'll see them in the stores. What? Oh, okay. Okay, I missed your comment. I'm sorry. Love you lots too, Jamie. I hope you're feeling better. But yeah, but I can't remember the last time I saw Connects. It wasn't that long ago that I saw Connects. But it was cute. I used to love playing with Connects when I was younger. They were my brother's Connects. Weird. Cute video. Let me see if I can go grab, because I won't be able to do it with my phone. I'll have to go grab my laptop. Alright. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see. Now, I got my laptop. I don't know legally, as far as YouTube goes, if I can even have the sound on for this. So, I'm probably going to have to put in, I got some earbuds here. Sure. Look at the container I got these things in. Is like fading fast. I don't really use earbuds very often. Okay. Like, I literally got these from my job when I first started, like 3 or 4 years ago. I have another pair. That's from my previous job. It was like an employee, not employee incentive, but like once every few months they gave you some really cheap thing to try to keep you motivated. It didn't work because the stuff tended to break. Okay. All right. So. We said it was, let's go to YouTube. You said it was Pie, Dr. Zoink. Let's see here. See if I can find this video. If you're still there, please let me know. And then I'll see if I can find this video, because what I typed in has not produced a video. At least not what I think is a video. It just says something about Dr. Phil. Oh, awesome. Okay, so one of you asked me to do a reaction video, but I don't. Pie Dr. Zoink is all I got, and I'm not finding that. So I'm waiting to hear back. I mean, from what I'm... Oh, thanks, Mike. Oh, let's see. Yeah, from what I typed in from that request, I'm not finding anything that... I'm not sure what I'm reacting to here. I'm just seeing, like, Dr. Pimple Popper. I know she's popular, but I don't think that's the video you wanted me to watch. So I'll wait until the person who made that request comes back on and lets me know what the video is called, because I am not sure. What I typed in has not really brought up any results. So we will wait on that. Anyway. But yeah, so been feeling better, guys, and my final exam is not this week, but next week. So I have actually technically 1 week. Oh, thank goodness. Well, I'm glad that it's healing up good. It takes forever for fractures to heal. It's a long process, but I'm glad that it's going very smoothly. So thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I am planning on getting some new tops afterwards. Yes. I do need to do... I was looking at shoes earlier, and I am like on the fence. I went to the one place that I do tend to buy shoes from online. The problem with their shoes is that they don't last, and I know they don't last. I was looking at Doll's Kill as well. Oh, okay. But I was looking at Doll's Kill, but I really wasn't on there long enough to find anything. What's the other one that I wanted to look at? I normally check out AMI Clubwear. I'm a little too old for some of their clothes, but I do sometimes find cute shoes. Sometimes I find cute clothes, but I don't go to raves, so a lot of their clothes really aren't. Although some of the things I'm seeing on their website right now are kind of cute. But, you know, it really kind of bites, because I know I'm not that old, but, like, I'll see things, like I said, like on this particular website that I'm talking about, and I'll be like, oh, I'm too old for that. And I'm like listening to myself, I'm like, you're not 90, girl. Like, why are you talking like this? But I mean, in the same aspect, your taste does change. Like, for the longest time, I'm not wearing them now, but I was wearing some earlier. Like I said, they got wet when I was outside in the rain, so I did take them off. I really should do, whatchamacallit. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I need to use that baby foot thing that I have. I could go grab it. I don't know. That's going to entail a lot. And I've been meaning to do that video. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll do the spa. I've been meaning to do that spa video forever. And Michelle has, well, you've been sick, Michelle, so. We should do something special for when I finish this class, guys. What do you think? I did just buy, I filmed it. They're nothing special. I did get a pretty, are they in here? No. I got a sweet deal on some suntan pantyhose from No Boundaries. No Nonsense, sorry. No Nonsense? Yes. It was originally a 4-pack, but there were only 3 in them. Walmart was clearing it out for $1 because they were missing one, so I was like, yes, please. So that's the only stocking that I've gotten. I really do need to go on my Amazon wish list, and there's a lot of shoes on there that are super cute that I think would be great for summer, so I definitely need to do that. But like I was saying, as far as like getting older and like wearing clothes, like Joe was saying that to me a couple years ago, that he was just certain things he just felt too old for, and I just didn't get it at the time. And I'm like, what do you mean? But now I realize there's certain things that I don't wear. Yes, I am going, you know what? I really do need to. All right. So next week, actually next weekend is a very special weekend. Aw, thank you, Jamie. It means so much. It really does. It means so much. Thank you. I'm very grateful that you're my friend too. It means a lot. So next weekend's a very special weekend for me because it literally was the first time I left the country. I went to Bermuda, as you guys know, it was my first time leaving my country, and I wanted to go the same time this year because I thought it would be fun, and I am going to be doing the Patreon thing, Ramon, after I'm done with this class. So the next few weeks, that will be something that we'll be talking more about, and that is that's something that you can do through there. But thank you so much for that. That's awesome. But because of this class, and I was so focused on other things that I didn't really put to the side what I needed to. I ended up not being ready to go to Bermuda again this year. So that's okay, but I'm really excited. I love you too, Ramon. Thank you. I'm really excited to go back because I really did love the trip, and I definitely want to go back and do it again. And I definitely want to travel to other places too. But I didn't plan things out. And with this class, it's going past the week I wanted to go. Because pricing changes throughout the year as well for different trips and stuff, especially during summertime where everybody's vacationing. So that's a little sad, but we're going to make the best of it. I am going to go to Cape Cod this year, and I do, for some reason, my phone, as far as like internet, doesn't work very well when I'm on the Cape. I don't know if they just don't have a lot of cell service or whatnot, but I do want to try to do a live video. I know I said that the last time, and normally I've struggled with service there before. I have, but not as bad as this past time was. And that was horrific. I'm not a mother, no, but I will be seeing my mom. I'm a Chihuahua mom. The dog thinks I gave birth to her. Anyway, I'll be posting a pic on Instagram. When I was sick, Desi ended up spending a lot of time with me Friday, and I got the cutest pic of her. She's absolutely adorable. And I ordered my mom something. I hope it's here in time. I got a feeling it's not going to be. But we shall see. We shall see. Mom is pretty awesome. She really is. And I'm very lucky. But anyway, so hopefully when I go back to the Cape, I'll be able to film live while I'm there. I'd like to be able to do that. So we'll see. I actually got to start looking and booking that. She wears them every day as well, yes. That's probably where it originated from, to be honest with you. Actually, and her mother before her as well. My grandmother wore them a lot too. I think it's from the time frame, and well, not the time frame, just her generation. It wasn't, do you wear pantyhose for my grandparents' age? It was something that not required, but it was like, I guess the best way for me to describe it would be like going out without a bra on. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, it was just like something you like. It was part of your everyday outfit. So my grandmother did, even when she wasn't a seamstress anymore. She worked for the store that my family ended up owning, or still owns, I should say. And my mom always wore them too. And so it just kind of like went on. Even when I was a little kid, like there's pictures of me when I was like 3, 4 years old in pantyhose. It's something I've literally worn pretty much my entire life, and it just feels better to me. Oh, thank you guys. I love you all too. You guys are really awesome. And like I recognize a lot of your names coming when they come up. So it's really awesome to be able to like build that relationship with you guys. It's awesome. I love it when I get to recognize you guys. Um, but yeah, so I mean, it's just something that growing up with, and I don't know. It just feels like certain shoes, like sometimes like I'll throw on a pair of shoes like just to run out to get the post office. Like I'll put on a dress and throw on like a pair of shoes really quick, and it doesn't feel right. It's like, well, I'm trying to save time, but I'll end up putting on a pair of hosiery just to run up the street and come back home because it doesn't feel right. And sometimes the shoes don't fit right without hosiery underneath it. It's weird. Although I do have a pair of shoes. I don't even know what I'm going to do with them. I'll show you. Look at it. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear God. Oh, everything's so sore. Now, I loved these when I first got them, but I don't know. I haven't worn them that much. So these are a pair of Coach wedges, and they're super cute. I got them at the Salvation Army for like maybe $9, something like that. And I love red shoes. It's a nice little pop of color with like a very neutral outfit. It's one of my favorite things. However, when I tried them, they fit fine. Oh, what size are they anyway? Are they that worn out? How come it doesn't say on this stupid shoe? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, regardless, when I bought them, they fit fine. Felt great. So I wanted to wear them today, and when I first put them on, I was like, well, maybe it's because with the hosiery, it kind of like shrinks your foot a little bit. So I assumed that because I had those on, that maybe that's why this didn't fit the same way. But I don't know why, because a shoe like this, I would not wear barefoot typically. Not a closed shoe like this. No, that kind of grosses me out slightly. Anyway, but then when I got home after the rain and everything like that, and I took off my wet clothes, I tried this on just for giggles to see if it would fit, and it's still loose. Like, I wanted to wear it today. I don't know if it's going to work. I really don't. And it's a shame, because this shoe is absolutely adorable. I don't know the size of it. The only thing, I could have sworn a stain in the red. Yeah. It's a little discolored. You probably really can't tell because it's patent leather. There's some slight discoloring here. Hello, how are you? Which is why whomever got rid of it. But it's so minuscule. You really can't see it. I mean, truly, this shoe is hardly worn. Let's see here. That shoe is hardly worn. It's really, really pretty. But I'm disappointed because they don't fit me, regardless if I have on hosiery or not. So I don't know what's going to become of these shoes. So my problem is, you know how most friends everybody's like, oh, we all wear the same size so we can interchange clothes. None of us are like in the same size range. And same with shoes. Like I'm in the middle as far as my foot size is compared to the other girls. My two friends have very tiny feet. The one is like a size 5, like in woman, like she can wear kids' shoes, which I'm a little jealous because some of the kids' shoes are absolutely adorable. They're so cute. But anyway, I digress. And my one friend's foot is very large, so she's like a 9.5, 10. So trying to find a, I don't want to get rid of them, but I honestly do not know if I can continue to like hang on to them if they're not going to work. So, okay, guys, I think that's what we're going to do next week. I got a book that I write down all my video ideas in. So Sunday, I will literally take every shoe down that I own, and we'll do a live shoe try on, and I'll have the hosiery on and stuff like that. I think that's what we're going to do next week. I was going to do a pamper one, but we'll wait until the following weekend maybe for that. Sounds good? As long as there's nothing going on Sunday. I don't believe there is. So that should be pretty awesome. And that'll give me a chance to go through the shoes that I do own and figure out which ones we're keeping and which ones we're going to get rid of. And I know on Patreon, we might sell some of the shoes. I have kept my shoes that are just worn out and can't wear anymore because I know quite a few of you want to purchase the old ones. So that'll be something coming up soon too. I have thought about having my brother list them on eBay and just have my name in the description so that it's easy to find them. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in. I mentioned that previously, but I don't know how people would feel about that. But that's an option as well until Patreon is up and running, because that might take me a little bit to get going, especially once I haven't really looked into it yet, to be honest with you, because of my class. I kind of put it on the burner, like the back burner for a while before my class started because I knew it was coming. Oh, you're too sweet. I'll try, but I can't promise today because I'm still not feeling the hottest. But if not today, I will definitely do a video on that, okay? I'll definitely do a video within the next few days of that if it's not the case. But thanks, guys, for like hearing me out. And I'm so sorry that I have been away for a while as far as videos go. And I've gotten some new ideas for videos as well. It's just getting, like I said, this week really, it was a really hard week. I can't tell you how emotionally drained I was from it because going back and forth with the doctors are like, oh, it's not the medicine. It's fine. You're okay. And I knew I wasn't. And that's where the problem was coming from. It's like, no, I know what I'm feeling is not right. It's not getting any better. We can do Thursday or Friday. Okay, we can do that, Mike. That would be awesome. Maybe we'll do a few other shoes. So, what do I got planned? Friday I have a hair appointment. So, it might be later in the day. Let's aim for Thursday. We'll aim for Thursday. So, that'll be exciting. And then by then I should know where I stand with my class. So, that'll be awesome. Alright guys, so we'll have like a bonus live video this week, okay? I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that now. And hopefully I'll get some shoes ordered. I've been looking at like a few different websites. Now, I've never ordered from Dolls Kill. Graveyard Girl does. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Thursday. I think Thursday would be better because I do have a late hair appointment on Friday, and I'm not sure. Normally when I'm there, we like to talk a lot. They know I'm on YouTube and stuff, so they're always asking, how's YouTube? How's everything going? And they're pretty cool. But yeah, and I'm thinking about what else. I do need to get, my workout sneakers are dead. Like, they're pretty far gone. I need to look for those too. Like, I really need to, my friend wanted to go to Old Navy. I do need jeans, but I've just been so out of it. Like I said, I've had allergic reactions before. I'm lactose intolerant. I do have a few food allergies, but I mean, that's stuff you know, and you avoid eating those certain things, or I'll take Lactate, and that definitely helps compared to what I normally deal with. So, As far as having an allergic reaction to medicine, I haven't really had to deal with anything like this since I remember, I had to have been maybe 2 years old. It's probably one of my earliest memories. And I think it was strep throat or an ear infection. I don't remember which of the two it was. But I was sick. We were at the hospital, and I was given a form of penicillin, and I was allergic to it. It induced some extreme vomiting. It was bad, and I had a very bad allergic reaction to it. And I remember, like I said, I wasn't quite 2 yet. I think I was younger than that. And no, maybe 2. Maybe around 2. I don't really remember. So it's between like a year and a half to about 2 years old. And I remember like I threw up in like this doctor's office. It had to be like, it was at nighttime, so I think this might have been like an ER situation. Like I think that's where they brought me because doctors' offices aren't open late. And threw up all over the, like, well, not all over, but like I threw up in like this area where there's a ton of people. Like now looking back, it's embarrassing, but I mean it's a young child, so if that happened in front of me as an adult and a young child is throwing up, I'd feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be like, oh my god, that's this guy. Maybe some people would, but I'd feel bad for the child. Like, oh, she doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? But now looking back, like I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, oh my god, I just threw up in like front of like 20 people. But that's like the only time I remember being sick, like from a medicine. And I remember my grandparents came and saw me, and like they brought me like a little, like it was a Burger King kids meal they brought me, and like I'll never forget because like the toys back then, like does anybody else remember back in the day? The Burger King kids meals had the toy, and you could see it through the bag because there's like this little window that the toy would sit in, and you could see it through the packaging. And the toys were kind of like these little like cars, but they were like their foods, like a drink or chicken McNuggets and stuff like that. So the toy that I got the day that I was sick in the hospital was the little chicken nugget ones, and you would pull the car back and it would go. I never forgot that. But that's the last time I've really had to deal with having an allergic reaction to medication. And that's a long time ago. It's like almost 30 years ago. Over 30 years ago. So this really has kicked my butt. And I knew something was wrong, even though the doctor's like, well, this test didn't come up. Whereas, like, I understand what you're telling me, but you don't get what I'm going through on a daily basis. Like, I'm not living the life I normally live. I feel like I'm losing life. Like, it's not, I'm literally coming home and sleeping from like 4 o'clock onward. It's just not working for me. So finally, I got a second opinion, and they realized, well, it's obvious you're having an allergic reaction to the medicine. They changed that and put me on something else now, which this took quite some time to figure out, guys. But this past week was just the worst for me. And finally, on a healing path, at least I feel better than I did, but I'm still extremely tired from fighting off and dealing with the sinus infection on top of an allergic reaction, which is just not fun whatsoever. But we are so much better now. Very excited. But I wanted to go out clothing shopping, but I just haven't been feeling up to it because I need to go through my my summer stuff that I had from last year. I need some new jeans. I need some new shorts. My shoe collection I need to go through, but we'll do a live shoe try on video. You guys really like when I do that. And we'll do that, and we'll figure out which shoes are going to stay and which ones are going to retire, so to speak. I got some really cute ones that I'm looking at that I'm like, oh, I'm trying to think of like outfits, because a lot of them I haven't pulled out because of the winter and the gross weather, and I don't want to destroy them, so I can actually wear some of them. I got some really cute wedges, and I guess you would call them mules, even though I tend not to wear my mules or backless shoes very often, just because I feel a little, that's what I'm looking for here. I think it makes my foot look bigger than it is, and I do have a narrow foot to begin with, so I don't like to wear those kinds of shoes just because I think it makes the foot look a lot bigger, but that's just my opinion on there. What else? Oh, I'm going to break this mirror one of these days. There's a mirror back here And I feel like one of these days it's going to end up breaking from me leaning up against it. I'm sure we are coming to that day at some point. But, okay. What else should we talk about? I want to redo my nails too this week. I did these last week on our last live video. I never had so much problems putting on Sally's nail strips than I did in that video. Normally that's not a problem for me. That was a new one. Normally they just go on so well. And I have 2 more left, so I'll be using them up a little bit quicker now than I had been, only because it seems like maybe the formula has turned. I don't know. I cannot wait to try this one. I'll have to show you this. I've been wanting, now Deborah Lippmann, from what I remember, is an expensive nail polish brand. And I've been dying to try one out forever. But they're so expensive at Sephora. I don't even know if Sephora still carries them. Last time I went, I don't remember seeing it, but I normally don't go to Sephora for nail polish. Just because I feel like their nail polishes are overpriced. So let me shake this up. I think this is going to be a really pretty color. This might be a birthday color. My birthday is in about a month now. So that's exciting. But this is my Deborah Lippmann that I got. Isn't that pretty? That's going to be a beautiful color. I haven't tried it yet. I've been saving it, but I'm hoping, normally glitters don't have a good color payoff. I'm hoping that this one does. We shall see. I'm excited for that. I need to get more into the habit of painting my nails. I'd like to give my nails a break and breathe, as you guys know. But I really want to get back into the habit of having them painted just about every week. And I haven't been doing that. I've been really bad at that, as you guys know. But it's okay. We'll make it work. What else do we want to talk about this week? The girl that does my hair is trying to convince me to cut it short, as I told you last time, but I'm not feeling that. But I do need to find a hairstyle, because what she's been doing is just kind of like appeasing me at this point. I need to find something. I don't want to bang. I don't like the way I look with bangs, but I do definitely need to find something that's, I don't know, something a little different for me. I need something a little different. Okay. There goes the nail polish. Just push everything back so I can actually like straighten my legs out, because they're starting to hurt a little bit from the way I've been sitting on them. So is anybody doing anything for Cinco de Mayo tonight? I'm obviously just having a live video with you guys and some wine. So this is where does this wine come from? This is a California wine, so it's not very Cinco de Mayo-ish, but it's okay, right? It counts. Well, not really. I think margarita would count. Oh, I did try with my friend. What was it? Sometime this week. No? Was it this week? Oh my god, I can't get my days straight anymore. No, it couldn't have been. I know that like Applebee's is doing like dollar margaritas this month. When was the last time her and I went to Applebee's? Last time we went to Applebee's, they had like some kind of dollar drink, and I thought it was a margarita. I don't really remember. They do like, they change it out. I feel like every month or something different. They had a really nice one for Halloween, and they had like Christmas time. They had like a, what is it? Oh, I'm so happy, Jamie. For Christmas they had, what was it? The Jolly Rancher. They had like $1 Jolly Rancher drink. That was really, really gross. I didn't like that. It's a good gimmick though. I mean, $1 drink while you're going out with friends, that's not bad. I'm trying to think of what else. But yeah, lots of things to do, but just no energy this week to do any of it. And I've been trying to get ready for a yard sale. And that's been like a slow process. Like I've been like slowly putting things in like boxes to do that. And what I hate most about yard sales is like lugging all the stuff, because I live on like a second story. So bringing it all down, bring it back up. Like it gets to a point where it's like, if you offer me a nickel for a table, I will take it. Like just take the stuff and go. I don't want it anymore. Because we've like acquired a lot of stuff. It's my grandfather's house, so there's a lot of things that we've been trying to go through, and you know, there's important things, obviously, and there's things that were just plain garbage that need to be thrown out. So I've been like slowly trying to go through that, and it takes time, and you really need to be in the mind when you're going through. And it's not an easy task when you're going through somebody that you love and they've passed, and now you got to go through their stuff. A lot of the stuff that's here has been sitting here for long. Like I've been in this place for 8 years, somewhere like that, maybe a little longer, maybe 9 years. I don't really remember how long anymore. But it sat in boxes because I didn't want to deal with it because it's difficult. Like there's still certain things that I can't look at. Like it's there. I know I have to, but I just haven't yet. So I've been slowly going through that, and it's not easy. So anybody that's going through or has to go through something like that, I feel ya. It's hard. But then I had people come at me like, well, Michelle, it's been how long since he passed? I pray that if you ever lose somebody that you're super close to, that they show you some more compassion than you're showing others. Because I can't tell you how many times like people are like, oh, well, it's been this much time, you should be past the mourning. You don't really get past mourning. You learn to cover it up so that society doesn't judge you for it. I have other family members who have lost people very close to them. And you know, it's a journey, you know. Death, unfortunately, is part of life, and you have to learn to live with it, unfortunately. But I've had people point blank tell me that it's time to get over this. I don't think I mean, if you can get over losing somebody, did you ever really care about them? Like, it's a hard thing to do. And never say it to somebody like, oh, you've had this much time to grieve. The grieving process never ends. You're always going to miss the person that's not there in your life anymore. And if you're saying something like that, it's either you're either cruel, you don't have a heart, or you've never really lost somebody that close. Because somebody who has understands. But that's what I've been slowly going through and dealing with. And I've been doing that for quite some time, guys. This isn't like a new thing, but I'm trying to like be more conscious about it. Especially like, you know, we talked in the beginning of the year about my hold on. New Year's resolutions. I know probably 90% of the world has given up on them, but I have them written down and I consciously try to work at it. There's quite a few, and I've been slowly like clicking off ones here and there, which have been really awesome. And I try to do that. I do more than one, so that I have something to work for. And like when you accomplish one, you have the next one. So realistically, will I get them all done? Maybe not. But it gives you goals to work towards and to continue to work towards. So, and I don't believe in the whole new year, new me thing. Like, new year, better me. You know, just keep working, going forward, and working towards making a better you. And you don't need January 1st to dictate that. You can do that, you know, middle of August if you want. Just a little water. You know, gotta stay hydrated. That's the one thing I do struggle with, is drinking enough water. I've been trying to be better at it, but that's always been a struggle because, like, I don't know why. Like, if I'm always keeping my mind busy. I'm always doing something. So if I'm not consciously thinking about it, I'm not drinking enough water, especially when I'm at the gym. I've noticed that's probably my biggest Achilles heel. Oh, thank you, Jamie. You're so sweet. But I'm glad that you're healing up nicely. It's good to hear. But yeah, so I do gotta work on some videos. I got quite a few that I want to do. Like I said, I got that ghost pepper chip I want to do. I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, I am and I'm not, if that makes sense. I want to do a Kinder. We'll do a Kinder one. But honestly, one Kinder and I'm pretty much good. So we'll probably just do a Kinder. Just like a Kinder review. Because I know a lot of you live in different countries and maybe not have the Kinders that we have here. They're not that great. They're tasty, but they're not the Kinder eggs from, you know, over in Europe, which I like a lot. And I wish were not banned here. But like I said, we have something here. When I do that Kinder one, I'll show you this thing that we have here in the States that It's similar to a Kinder. I don't know why it's allowed and the Kinders are not. I don't get it. It's the same concept and it's not as good, but maybe that's what it was. It's a conspiracy. They didn't want the competition. Trying to think. What else can we talk about today? Like, I had some ideas and now it's like every time I sit down I just like go with the flow and then I forget what I originally want to talk to you guys about. Oh dear goodness. I told you I didn't want to set up a space here. Everything will be so much easier to control once I'm done with this class. Like, my mind has been pretty much set up on that for now. And once I get past that, life will be so much easier. And then I'll have a little bit more freedom, which I'm looking forward to. With my luck, I'll probably end up with another class. But that's not a bad thing, you know. Education's good. So, that'll be a good thing. But I'm so looking forward to the summer, guys. I really am. So, I'm thinking with the summer coming, maybe we'll do some of these live videos outside. I have like a little balcony porch. So we can sit out there and we'll have a wine with me or something like that. Maybe a little bit of chips. That would be, I think, fun. Like, just filming in different areas. Oh, thank you, Jamie. It's been so long since I've had a glass of wine. It almost is like too tart for the mouth. But I really do like this wine a lot. I go between, reds are my favorite. I go between a semi-sweet red that's from New York, that's pretty good, that a friend hooked me on when she lives in New York. And I went to visit her one time. She's like, you gotta try this. And it's delicious. But I don't find it very often. I don't even know if they really ship it outside New York. Like, normally when I go to New York, I will go pick up some. And then I'll, like, bring it back home. But I haven't really seen it too many places. So, I don't know if it's just, like, New York based or not. But it's really good. But this one's made out of California. It's called Dark Horse. I think their parent company is Barefoot. Which is funny. Because Barefoot wine, their Moscato, if I have a sip of it, I will instantly, like, within 5 minutes, I get this really bad headache. And I assume it's from the sulfates in it, but I drank other wines and I don't have that same problem. I've had Moscato from other companies without the same problem. So I don't know what's in that stuff. But it's just like, oh, it's so bad. Like, I'm not talking like a hangover or anything like that. I don't drink like copious amounts when I drink. Like, it's normally a glass, maybe two at the most. That's when I'm feeling really, ooh, you know, crazy. But it's, yeah, that one wine, one sip, and it'll give me an instant headache. It's absolutely insane. But this Dark Horse is really good. I like the bottle it comes in. It has a horse face, but in the middle of the face, like, he has a marking, and it's a wine glass, and it's really pretty. But the Merlot is really good. I've tried a few others from the Dark Horse line, and it's about a $9 bottle, which I don't think is a bad price point. But it's really good if you like a Cabernet. This is Cabernet Sauvignon. Oh my god. I like Merlots too. But it's not bad if you like a drier type of wine. But I go between a dry and a sweet depending on my mood. I'll drink a white wine once in a while, but I tend to lean towards reds. You know what? When I was younger, I did drink more whites and blushes. Mainly because the people that I hung out with did. And as I got older, I just kind of like went down, like, you know, more into the red ones. I do like rosés, yes. And I've been dying to buy a bottle of champagne. I did a lot of champagne last year. Like, my friend turned me on to mimosas. When she got married, like, they do, I don't know, I'm sure it's the same in other countries too, where they do, like, these expos for weddings. And the brides go to meet vendors and stuff like that. So this one that she went to was in this extremely expensive venue, and it was beautiful. Oh Lord, like, I would book my wedding there, you know. It was beautiful, but and they're serving you, like, it was great. So they're like handing out mimosas, like, you know. I think they just wanted to get you a little tipsy so you'd be more inclined to, like, book things. I don't really know, but they're giving us mimosas, and they're like little, like, it was kind of like a brunch thing. It was really cool, actually. And just going through, and mimosas are orange juice and champagne. And I was like, I can really get down with this. This is delicious. So then I started last year. What, who bought the bottle? I think it was her, because she loves mimosas and she likes Bloody Marys. Bloody Marys, I'm not a big fan of. I don't know. I can't get down with the Bloody Mary. But, to each his own. But she was making mimosas. I was like, let me just try the champagne, like, up front by itself. Let's just give this a shot here. Let's just a little try. And I really do like the flavor. And there's so many different types. Now, I know champagne is only from a specific region in France. I've had champagne, and I've had sparkling wine. I've had Prosecco's. I like Prosecco a lot. I've had actual champagne, and just sparkling wines in general. But, they're pretty good. It's something different. Like, if you don't want wine, it's something different. Like, the little bubbly is very nice. And I love having a mimosa. It's very, it's nice to have once in a while. But I haven't had one in like a year now, so I think that would be a nice thing to do again. Buy a bottle of champagne. The last bottle of champagne I think I bought was during last summer, or maybe like towards like the fall. I think it was the last time I had one. But that would be nice. I'm just looking forward to summer again and being able to go swimming and vacation and just doing things that are fun, because there's not a lot to do where I live to begin with. So when the summer comes, it opens up more opportunities and I can travel a little bit more and all that fun stuff. Whereas in the wintertime, there's not that much to do here at all. It's work and come home and go to the gym. Pretty much it. And like I said, the closest shopping areas to me are about an hour away, sometimes a little bit further than that. So it's not even like, oh, well, we can just go up the street and go shopping. I don't have that luxury. I don't know if a lot of people do. Well, I guess if you live in a city. But I'm not sure. Like, I would love to live in a city, but I'm not sure, like, you're never really alone. Like, I'm used to quiet solitude. Although, when we went to New York City last year, I was able to sleep fine. Like, the noise and everything didn't bother me. It's the city that never sleeps. So, it didn't bother me. Like, I found something magical about it. I mean, I have grandparents that live in New York City. I haven't seen them. Let me think. 10 years, maybe longer. We've talked to them on the holidays, but I haven't seen them in about 10 years, and I haven't been to their house. When I saw them 10 years ago, there was like some party. It was like some family party. So it was at like a Knights Columbus Hall or something like that. I don't really remember. I think it was a wedding anniversary for somebody. But my grandparents' actual home, I haven't been there. I gotta think. Dear Lord, it's gotta be like 12 years ago. Like, it's been a long time. And I mean, we're not close. We never were. And that's okay. Like, I'm fine with that. But, I don't know. I love the idea of, like, living in a condo with me and little Dusty and, like, living this, like, Sex and the City style life. Well, maybe not exactly sex, but you know what I mean. Like, having this, like, cute little condo and a cute little job and, having this social life that, you go out and you have your wine and your social butterfly, and that's, like, part of your job. But in the same aspect of it, I don't know. Like, it sounds like fun and games on paper, but is it really, My heart is always going to be with the sea. I would just love to have a little house on the ocean and just be able to, like, every morning go out on my little balcony with my cup of coffee and just sip on it and be like, yes. Oh, nice. I've heard of Cambridge. I'm a little familiar with, whatchamacallit, some of the areas. My old boss, her husband, I forget which city he's from, but he's from England. I forget where he's from, though. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but Cambridge is very familiar. Plus now with, I remember growing up Americans were not really that obsessed with the royal family, but the Germans were. So growing up, like with my mom's influence, my mom's side of the family, they were always very much, talking about the royal family. And back then, Princess Diana was still alive, so they were always talking about that. But I really don't remember it being that big around everybody else, at least not in the area that I live in. But now, like with Prince Harry and Meghan and um, Prince William and them, like it seems like it's becoming more mainstream. Although I do love both um, Kate. Kate's style, I love her. Her dress was absolutely stunning for her wedding day. And I do like Meghan's taste as well. A little bit different, but she still has that very classic, like could be. They both dress very classic. And I do know that Meghan's taste, well, Meghan's fashion has changed since marrying Harry, but it kind of has to because of the rules of the royal family. But it's just interesting to see how things change over time. Because, like I said, growing up, I remember like hearing like the people that my mom knew from Germany, like they were always talking about the royal family, but I didn't really hear about it from anybody else. Oh, cool. One day I do want to visit England because of, I mean, the history there, obviously. There's some beautiful, of course, you'd have to see Buckingham Palace, but there's so many other amazing, like, museums and history. I just think it would be really cool to visit one day. One day, I would love to go. Not sure when that'll happen, but I think it would be a really, really awesome trip just to go around, see Big Ben and stuff like that, and just experience. Because my thing right now is because like I only left the country that I'm in once, so I want to when I do travel. I've been looking at places I do want to visit, so I've been careful to pick places where I know that I can communicate. Like when I spoke to my travel agent about booking my next trip. Oh, that would be fun. Um, when I spoke to my travel agent about looking for areas, because when as somebody who's leaving, like I was a little nervous, going outside my country for the first time, which I'm sure is normal, and I'm sure I sound like an idiot talking like this. But I didn't want to go to an area where there would be a language barrier, where I'm not familiar with the language or the customs. I did study intercultural communications to an extent when I was in school for teaching, but I don't know about all cultures. It's something like if I'm going to go to I don't want to offend, somebody else's culture. Unfortunately, Americans are very stereotyped, and there's reasons for that. I get it because I've seen it here myself. Sometimes they can come off as rude, and they don't mean to when they travel to, like, for those of you in other countries, we don't mean to be rude. It's just sometimes they just don't realize it. So if it's something like somebody that I work with was talking to me about, I think it was in Sweden. We in the United States we're used to tipping waitresses and waiters when we go out to eat and or go to a bar. It's very customary. Part of I and part of it is that they don't make a living wage. I know a lot of places will not pay them a normal wage. They actually get less than the minimum wage because they know that they're making tips, which I don't agree with at all. That should be on top of what they make, but it is what it is. So I always take care of my waitress or my waiter as long as you treat me good. Like, just make sure my soda is full. Ask me if I need a refill or just bring me a refill. I'd be happy. But he went to, I believe it was Sweden, and it's just something that we are accustomed to doing. We figure out the percentage and we leave a tip. And the his waitress was actually offended. Like, we have a living wage here. You don't need to do this. So it was actually considered like an insult because the way she explained it to him and how he told me is that it's like you're saying that this person's poor, so you're giving them charity. And I understand what they're coming from with that. So he didn't mean to insult her. He gave her a nice tip because he appreciated her service and was very happy with his service. But it's like simple things like that can happen. So when I spoke to my travel agent, I didn't want there to be like too much of a cultural barrier or a language barrier. That's why I picked Bermuda for the first time. Because it is English speaking, so I wouldn't have to worry about necessarily a language barrier. And I know some of the customs as far as, because they're owned by England, even though it's a little different, but I felt better about that. So I would like to do England next. But there are some other countries that I don't speak the language that I do want to go visit. So maybe like get a book or a translator. There's so many things that we have today with technology, which is awesome. I've seen these translators that you can speak into, and then it like translates it and stuff like that, which is great. It's really, really awesome. But there's so many other places I'd love to see. I'd love to see Greece, Italy. I'd love to see France. It's so upsetting about Notre Dame. It's sad. Where else? Maldives I'd love to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Tokyo one day. I think that would be a lot of fun, going to Japan. Yeah, there's so many cool places. I would love to go to Cancun as well, because one main reason, and that is that they have this underwater museum that you like snorkel through. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking to you about, that would be cool. Definitely just look up Cancun Underwater Museum and it'll come up. And it's these statues that are placed underwater, obviously in the ocean. And it's cool because like nature just kind of grows around them. Like there's one of them's a Volkswagen Beetle, and now you have coral and different seaweeds growing on these statues, and of course you got the fish and stuff like living and cohabitating and around these statues. So like it's really cool to see how like it changes. Like you can go back like 5 years from now, it's not going to be the same like necessarily how you saw it the last time. And I think that's really cool. Plus, my love for the ocean. So that's definitely something I would absolutely love to see, is that underwater museum. Plus, there's like hotels that are underwater. I think it's in Australia, if I'm not mistaken, where your room is underwater and you have all these fish. And what a dream. I'm sure that's a little too expensive for my blood, but that would be so much fun. I would love to go one day. Heck, I've never even been to Disneyland. But you know what? I mean, I would love to, realistically, I think everybody wants to go to Disneyland. I think that'd be so much fun. But then, like, the lines, you're waiting in line for, like, hours just to go on one ride. And, like, you get 3 rides a day, maybe if you're lucky. You don't get all the parks. It's expensive. I mean, I looked into going to Disneyland, and for the amount of money that it would have cost me to go there, I got to go to Bermuda. So, I mean, if you're into Disneyland, that's awesome. But I just, I'd rather be by the ocean. Take me to the ocean. Give me my vitamin C. Like, truly, I think I was a mermaid in a past life. I actually got a book. I think it's called The Landlocked Mermaid. This book is awesome. Let me see if I can find it fast for you guys. Because the colors in this book, I know I hauled it with you guys a long time ago. Okay. I got way too many books to start with. Okay. Is that it? I really want to show you that book. Okay. Oh, that's it. I need to really organize this because half of my bookshelf is Funko Pops. The other half is books. And I need to find a place for my Funko Pops because it's taking up my book collection. But I got this when I was visiting Woodstock, New York. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool area. Definitely go in the summertime though. I went in the winter and there's like half the town is like shut down. But anyway, so this book is by Margot Dath. It's called The Survival Guide for the Landlocked Mermaid. And it's pretty much spoke to my soul. But the pictures in here are just so unique. Let me just show you one of them. Okay, some of these mermaids are not wearing clamshells, so I don't want to get in trouble with, So let me just find one where it's tastefully covered. That one's a little depressing. We don't want that one. Okay, so here's one. Isn't she beautiful? The colors in this book are vibrant and gorgeous, which I love. And this is called Cultured Pearls. And it says, being true to your inner mermaid often collides with culture. Culture has a lot of helpful guidelines, codes, creeds, and commandments that direct her toward appropriate behavior. Unfortunately, all a mermaid has to do to conform is cut off her tail. She does this when she pretends to be other than what she is. The worst form of pretending is when she pretends even to herself. The shoreline between culture and the truth may vacillate, but a mermaid knows the difference. Interesting. Learn to yearn. Like, it talks about, like, how to stay a mermaid. The dark of the moon, and how to accessorize. The importance of pearls. So this one is a grandma, which I don't know if you can see anything. No, she's covered, but I'm going to cover it anyway, just in case. And a younger, I'm guessing, a granddaughter. Mermaids can never have enough pearls, swag, and festoons of their drape and drip from their hair, neck, and arms. Each pearl is a jewel of wisdom, wrestled from struggle and strung in sequence to create infinite insight and compassion for the mermaid who wears them. The older the mermaid, the more pearls. Darling, it's only fair. Young mermaids begin their search for pearls and never cease until they've culled every oyster. Cute. Cute, but there's like little sayings like that, like how to stay a mermaid. Crow's feet and fishtail. Okay, I never read this one, so we got to read this. So here is the mermaid. And she makes herself look pretty. Mermaids never die, but they do age. Aging is cause for reflection. Gaze into the mirror of self-examination, but don't get stuck there criticizing every imperfection. Mermaids respect aging and recognize it as their destiny. They already have a fishtail, why not crow's feet? A mermaid's internal spirit keeps her buoyant. Actually, some good advice. Cultivate an inner water garden. No dreading shredding. Work with the tides. We'll read one more and we'll put the book back. But there are some beautiful, beautiful pictures. I was trying to find one where they're wearing bras. A lot of them are not. What's this? Ah! I still have the receipt for this book. When did I buy this? Wow. I bought this on June 6th, 2015. Has it been that long? Wow. Okay. Somebody's got to have on a bra here. Let's go back to the beginning. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay, well, I'll just cover her, but here she is. She's got a little fish bowl, and it says, never lose sight of the sea. Mermaids must never lose sight of the sea, their instinctive home. Losing sight of our instincts landlocks us into routine and drudgery. It's like trying to waltz with an anchor. When we plunge into our instincts, our unconscious speaks to us in dreams, hunches, and unexplainable impulses. Like the language of dolphins, it is foreign to the untrained ear. But in the underwater world, it carries great intelligence. This is true. And your girl here has been locked, and she's been living in drudgery for like 2 months now. Class is almost done. We're almost there. We're almost there. This is really, really, really adorable. I love this book. And the pictures never get old. Oh, here's one. I missed this one. So this one's appropriate. It's called Accessorize, Accessorize, Accessorize. Look at her. Isn't she fabulous? And she's curvy. Love a girl that's got curves. At times, it's the small things and that give way to the big things. The pleasure of expressing your essence through dress excites others to join you in the flamboyant, playful act of being original. By revealing who you are and how you feel, you send out waves of beauty and excitement wherever you are. Mermaids may not wear blouses at all times, but be assured they wear many hats for many moods. Mermaids aren't timid about color or style, they are just more ways to let the fun begin. It's a great book. So it's called A Survival Guide for Landlocked Mermaids by Margot Datz. Strongly recommend it if you can find it. The book is like $18. That's what I paid for it. That's interesting. It says $16.99 on the inside cover, but the back says 18. Maybe that's with tax. I don't know. But the illustrations in here are really beautiful. I wish I could show you more. But a lot of the girls like to keep the tatas free. And, you know, mermaids can do that. YouTube cannot. So we're just going to put the book back. Oh, my goodness. My legs are stiff from sitting. That's okay. But I do love that book. It's got some beautiful illustrations in it. I really should look more for her stuff. I haven't really looked into Margot besides that book. Because when I got that book, I was with a friend. Actually, that was the last time I saw my friend. She moved to Las Vegas about a month later after that. It was our, no, it was less than that, like a few weeks. So it was like kind of our farewell parting. And, well, not farewell, but you know what I mean, like goodbye. So we decided, because we both love Woodstock, that we wanted to go to Woodstock, New York. And so we made a special trip, made a huge weekend out of it. It was so much fun. And like I said, that town comes alive in the summer. If you ever go to New York, do not go to New York, at least Woodstock, New York, in the wintertime. New York City is a different story. They just go with the flow down there. But when you go up to upstate New York and you go to Woodstock, it's a different world entirely. But so much fun. And like I said, when I went there in the wintertime, I don't remember how many years ago that was, half the shops were closed. I think they're snowbirds, which a snowbird is somebody that just travels like to a warmer climate and then comes back to the colder climates when it's summertime. So I think that's what happens a lot in that town, because I think they make their money mostly during the summertime for tourism. That's when I go. And but it's fun, and there's all kinds of really cool places to eat, and they have flea markets, and there's a bakery there that's really delicious, and it's a lot of fun. So I totally recommend going. But her and I decided to make a weekend, and because we both like, there's candles there and incense and shops that we don't have where we live, and that's why we went. And we went into this little bookshop where I found that book, and it was like kind of like on a display, like, you know, like they had like this little, kind of like what you would put like collective plates on. They had this book on there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that book is so cute. It's like me. She's like, you are a landlocked mermaid, Michelle. Like, if you don't get that book, I'll be questioning you. Because I was like looking through the pictures and reading some of the phrases in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds like me. It's like it's speaking to me on like a soul level. Yeah, and we went out to a lunch there, and we had a lot of fun. And then we stayed. There's no hotels in Woodstock. Where did we stay? Oh, what's the name of the town? Okay, it's like a town or two away from Woodstock, where they have a bunch of hotels that we stayed at. But it was nice. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. And they have some like interesting eats out there too. Like, there's lots of awesome food out in Woodstock, New York. So recommend going if you haven't been. It's definitely different. They're very proud of their first, like, because obviously Woodstock, New York is where the whole like Woodstock concert was back in the 60s, I believe. So you're going to find that kind of like memorabilia everywhere. You're going to find like the iconic like signs that's with the Woodstock concert on it and stuff like that. They have a strong political sense. We won't get into details on that. But there are shops that are very, very, you'll see tons of buttons about how they feel about current politics. So if that bothers you, just letting you know ahead of time, they are very, not all the shops, but there are quite a few shops there that are very strong about their politics. So if that bothers you, just letting you know. Me, I really don't care. Whatever. As long as you're not hurting nobody, you do you. That's how I feel about most things. Um, but the art there is super cool. They do have art galleries there. There's an art school there. There's a square in the middle of Woodstock. It's like a little round area, and there's traffic there like all the time. So when you're walking, you kind of need to be careful. But there's all kinds of cool shops in that particular area. I love it. There's like this really old, you know how like you'll see in like old shows like these vintage, well it's vintage now, but like how can I describe what this shop is? Like the old hardware store like places, but they have more than just hardware stuff. They actually carry like all kinds of different little things. I don't know what they call those stores, but they have a place like that in this little like, it's not a roundabout, it kind of is a roundabout, but you get where I'm going with this. But it is so cool, and there's so many cool little shops that sell tons of jewelry and candles and incense and everything I love. There's a soap shop there that I am obsessed with, as you guys know. Anything with soap and with bath bombs, anything that like cleanliness is close to godliness. Like, I love it. Yes, I always come back with candles, incense, and if it's not soap, it's bath beads or salts or something to put in my bathtub. A little weird, maybe. But the food there is really, really good too. So, recommend going. You must. I think actually one of my followers, actually lives not far from Woodstock, if I'm not mistaken. Because I remember having a conversation with one of you about, one of my Woodstock hauls that I haven't done in a while. We need to go back. We need to make a Woodstock haul. And I remember one of you said that you didn't live far from the area, or you have family in the area of Woodstock. So that would be cool. Every time I go to Woodstock, there's like 2 realtors in Woodstock, and I always look at the houses there. But some of the properties, guys, are so expensive because it's Woodstock. So you're pretty much, I think the prices are so like hyped up because of what it is. Like it's the Woodstock. Because I was looking at properties there the last time I went, and for a small, tiny little cottage, this place was like $2 million. It was adorable, and I loved it, but I could, at least not right now. It's not in the cards right now. Maybe one day. I want my little house or at least close to the water. That's my dream, is to, if I could honestly live on the Cape, that would be my nirvana. That would be my happy place. Because every time I go, you guys know, I pretty much go every year. Every time I go to the Cape, it's like a part of my soul finds me again. It's like at the minute I step on those beaches, it's like, I'm home. Like, this is where I belong. This is where I need to be. And it's just, it's amazing to me. My brother is the exact opposite. He absolutely hates the ocean. I look at him like, how can you hate something so beautiful? I think he's more into mountains, to be honest, which I can appreciate the beauty of mountains. I do. I've seen some gorgeous views. But when I've been on mountains, I felt kind of claustrophobic. Because, like, the one mountain that I was on, there was literally one way up, one way down. And I wasn't cool with that. Because I was told stories that people had been, like, stuck up there, like, during the wintertime. And nobody could get down. I'm like, well, how do you get to work? Because there's not a lot of jobs up on that mountain. They're like, well, we just didn't. I'm like, well, I don't like that at all. Like, that bothered me immensely. But mountain life isn't for everybody. It's not for me. Just, I guess, as ocean life isn't for everybody, but, you know, if I was, like, younger and it was just me, I would totally, like, live on, like, one of those, boathouses. I forgot what movie it was in. There was a movie where somebody lived, like, had a boathouse, and I think that would be so cool. But it could be dangerous, too. I mean, but, oh, man. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, a little house, like, it was just me, my little chihuahua. Although I'd feel bad because I wouldn't want to like leave her alone in the boathouse, and then God forbid a storm came in. Like no, I couldn't deal with that. No, no, she'd be coming with me. That's my girl. You know how obsessed I am with her. I gotta post this picture because, like I said, I called out sick on Friday because I was just done. But when I woke up, she was laying down with me, so she was like on my chest sleeping, and I fell asleep. And then when I woke up, I had to take this picture. Like her little tail was like poking out of the blanket. It looked like a how can I describe it? It looked like when you're planting seeds, like when the first sprout comes out. That's what it looked like. It's like the funniest thing ever. Like I must have looked at this picture like a million times over. It's so darn cute. It's so flippin' adorable. Oh my goodness. So I gotta post it on Instagram because it tickles my inside. It's just so cute. That's my baby. I love her. She's gonna be 11 this year, guys. Where has time gone? Makes me sad. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Anyway, what else should we talk about, guys? I feel like I'm just rambling on, but I don't think you guys really mind that much, do you? I don't know what it is with my legs today. They are just hurting like crazy. Like, I mean, everything's so sore. Even my like ankles are sore. It's really sore. It's like rubbing my ankle. And I still haven't found a pedicurist, so there's that too. You know, back in the day, I used to get my pedicures done at the nail salon in Walmart. That's in the same area that I work in now, and they have their sanitation unit where you can see it, so I know that they're sanitizing their stuff. I think I may just go to them again and get my my nails done because I never had any problems with them. They always treated me good. It's just I don't really like Walmart. You know, I don't really like going there because I normally will bang into somebody that I know, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I really don't. It's normally somebody. What's wrong for here? Somebody that knows like my mom or my dad, and they just want to talk. I remember when you were young whippersnappers. Like, I just wanted to go and get my milk and go home. It's 10:30 at night. I want to go home. It's normally like those moments. It's like it's not that I don't want to see people. Like if you see me in public, like please don't think oh I can't go and see her. Just just come up and say hi. I see your video. Just be cool. It's okay. Just you know what I mean. It's normally like, and I don't mind, but it's normally like they want to talk to for me for like 5 hours because, oh, how's mom and dad? How's grandma and grandpa? How's this? How's that? And then the conversation ends up turning into like, I literally was in Walmart one day for 5 hours because I couldn't, we kept going down the same aisle. Like, he ended up just shopping. It got to the point I was like, just shop with me, okay? Let's just, because I was there for so long with this guy. So I was only going out there for 5 hours. It's okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I want to go back to that person and have them do my pedicures because I know that they're sanitizing their stuff. Like, I trust them as far as them doing the right things. I'm not sure about doing my actual fingernails, though, guys. I've been on the fence about getting acrylics again. I did have acrylics when I worked for the Elvis show. But I'm back and forth with it. I really am. So, I don't know. I really don't. What do you guys think? I keep asking you guys. I really don't get an answer on that. I mean, the thing is, when I get acrylics, I don't use my polishes. I normally go there with, and I pick one of their polishes, but I got so many free polishes. Ow. Almost just got a splinter on my nail setup. These are still okay, so I'll probably change these out right before the weekend. But I got some really pretty colors. I got these little, like, I've had these stupid little, like, rhinestones forever. I need to do something with these things at some point. You can go through colors if you want. Should we do a nail polish collection? What do you guys think? I think maybe. Would that be fun for you guys, or would that be boring? I just think it'd be fun just to talk about it. Show you some of the colors I have. Maybe help me decide on if I should end up getting acrylics and maybe just bring my colors with me. What do you think? I think we're gonna do that. All right, let's do this. So we'll start with this little one first. Okay. All right, Jimmy. So we're gonna start with, these are the ones that you used to like do nail art with. I need to actually like go through them because some of them like I don't really use. So I got 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 of these. So I always have the basics, a gold glitter and a silver glitter. Can't go wrong. And a white and a black. So I always keep these around. Although these guys haven't been used in a while. Should really. I need to shake these things up a little bit because I haven't used these in a while. Actually, this one looks pretty good. The silver looks pretty good. The gold, I need to move up a little bit. Next, I have a pink, which this one I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of it. I really probably should get rid of this one. It just doesn't look good on any of the stuff I normally do, because I normally use a lot of dark colors. Maybe I'll give her one more try before getting rid of it. And then, what else do we have here? So that was that and that. Don't fall over now. And then I have a glitter in blue, and I have a purple one. I don't know why I bought these. I haven't really used them. I really need to. Although, we'll shake them up another day. How's that? Because if I sit here and continue to shake it, it'll take me forever. So this was actually, this color is actually really pretty, and the formula is really good. This was given to me by my friend for part of my Christmas gift. It's called Pat on the Black. I don't know why it's called that, because it is a dark purple, which is like one of my favorite colors. Like, she hit this one on the head, and the formula is really good. This is by Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure. This is a great color. The next one I have to show you is called, we'll give it a shake. That's true. This one is called You Don't Know Jacques. It's the French for Jack. So You Don't Know Jacques. So I guess it's part of the French collection. This is really pretty brown. Hey Starman, how are you? And I love brown nail polish because they remind me of the 90s, like one of my favorites. You've seen a lot of these colors before, guys, so I apologize. This next one is from the Muppet Collection. A lot of these are from the Muppet Collection. You guys know my love for the Muppets. This one is Gonzo. It's just a blue and silver glitter. It's a really nice glitter. I've been having a hard time finding a perfect blue to go on top of it because it's just a hard color to look for. Now this one was iconic when it came out. This is also from the Muppet Collection. This is Warm and Fuzzy. It's just this really warm gold. It's like a toasted gold coppery color. It's very dimensional. And I know this goes for big bucks on eBay. It was so hard getting these colors when they first came out, because when that movie came out, the first of the new Muppet movies, it was kind of hard to get the polishes. I still don't have Rainbow Connection, because that's like 50 bucks for a nail polish, and I can't do that. This one is called Swimsuit Nailed It. Now, this one came out for, oh my gosh, the Miss America pageant, like for one of the Miss America things. I don't even think they do that anymore, do they? Not bad. So this is beautiful glitter, and this has beautiful color payoff. But yeah, I haven't really heard about the Miss America pageants anymore. I don't think they do that anymore. Maybe not. I know there was like a lot of controversy around them. This next one is called For Audrey. Now, I don't like China Glaze. I don't think that their formula is as good as OPI. OPI is my favorite. But I love For Audrey. Thank you. Because For Audrey is a nice Tiffany blue. Actually, because I paid my car off, that's the gift I'm thinking about treating myself to, is a piece from Tiffany, to be honest with you. So, thinking about it. We'll see. What do you guys think? But yes, that's Tiffany blue. I love Tiffany. What woman does not love Tiffany? Next, this thing is ancient, guys, but the formula has lasted. I really should start using it more before it does start to turn. It's starting to get a little bit thicker than it used to. This is a Manic Panic. Like, this is legit from the 90s, guys. Like, I've used quite a bit of it. It's one of my favorite glues because it's just got a great formula. I paid $1.96 for it. My mother actually convinced me to buy it. I didn't really want it at the time. But I've had it forever, and it's like still a really good formula. Then I got this little trial size Formula X. This came from, I think, Ulta. Like little baggies. This one I actually found it at Big Lots, which is pretty awesome to me. And it reminded me of Rainbow Connection, even though it's not. So this is a OPI, but it's for Sephora. So this is Sephora OPI, and this is in the color Sparktacular, but it's pretty similar to what Rainbow Connection looks like. It didn't cost me $50 either. Thank you. This one is Liquid Leather. This is another China Glaze. It's a nice black. You can't really go wrong with a black nail polish. I normally put glitters on top of this. This is just a New York Color clear coat that I use when I put decals on. This one I got at TJ Maxx, and it's called CIA. Color is awesome, and it's this really nice blue, which I thought would look great underneath Gone Gonzo. I haven't used this one yet. This is called In My Back Pocket. I don't recall this one, I'll be honest with you. But it's bright orange. We gotta play with this. I've never actually worn this. I don't even know where it came from. Weird. This one's one of my favorites. It's called My Chihuahua Bites. It's really pretty pink. For obvious reasons, you know why I bought this. My Chihuahua. It's a really pretty color, though. This one is Designer D Better. This is what I call my Lucky Polish. I love it. It's a beautiful champagne. It goes great with everything. It's one of my absolute favorite colors. This also came from the Muppet Collection, and this was another iconic color from that collection everybody wanted. I actually got a backup of that one. Next color, and this one's beautiful. This one is called Back to Reality. I'm not even sure if this color is going to show up the way it should. It's this extremely deep, almost black oxblood metallic. It's gorgeous. I don't know why I didn't pull that out this year. Your girl's crazy. This one is one of my oldest favorites. This was something I wore a lot in high school. It was like my signature in high school. This is called Celeb City. It's by Sally Hansen Extreme Wear. Just a beautiful metallic silver. I like wearing metallics on my nails because I feel like they just go with everything. You can't go wrong with metallic. This is just, this is called French White Tip. It's by NYC. It's just a white base. This is good for neons. I'll probably wear that underneath that orange one. But you really can't go wrong. It just makes your colors brighter. Yeah, makes your colors brighter underneath when you have a neon color. This one is called Guys and Galaxies. It's just a really nice Bordeaux. It's very dark. I tend to like really darks or shimmers. This one is called Pepe's Purple Passion. This is obviously from the Muppet Collection. This color isn't bad. It's got a very chunky glitter, which I think messes with the formula, but it's purple and it's got a gold glitter, and it's just very, very nice. That's not a bad idea, Jamie. I like that. That's actually a really fun idea. So this next one, give me a little shake. Come on, you. Just trying to warm it up. know there's a little ball in there. There it goes. So this one is called Divine Swine. This is a purple and silver. It's a Miss Piggy one, also from the Muppet Collection. I gotta play with these colors more. I really do. Love these glitters. This next color is really pretty, and I got this from Big Lots too. This one is Sephora by OPI. It's called Come to Paparazzi, and it's a gold, but it's got black glitter in there as well. So it's a gold glitter with black glitter. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's really unique. I think I got it for like $1.99, which is like, yes, please. This is one of my favorite reds. This is Stiletto Red. This is by Rimmel. It's got a really nice brush, and they're a really good price point. This next one, oh, I almost forgot I had this. I'm discovering colors I didn't know I had. This one is called This Changes Everything. And yes, it does. This came from TJ Maxx as well. It's got these really large gold flakes in there. You see, it's either metallics or darks with me. There's no in between. Really pretty. I like that. So, okay. The next one, this is Miss Piggy's Big Number. This one came out with the second of the Muppet movies that was done by Disney. It's just a blue. It's similar to the first blue I showed you, but that was a glitter. This is more metallic. This one is called Excuse Moi. There's a lot of reds in the first Muppet collection. They did make this. That's one I just showed you. Came from the second run. There was tons of reds in this one and tons of glitters. So Excuse Moi is like a pinky red based glitter. Pretty. This one. This one is called the Fresh Frog of Bel Air. This is the one inspired by Kermit. It's a green and glitter. Very unique color. Okay. Then this one is probably my first Essie. I don't know. I know people live for Essie. It's just not really my thing. This is called a cut Above. It's just a pink glitter. I think this I was given through a swap. Then I got these two. These are called Finger Paints. I got these from Sally's Beauty Supply. I haven't shopped from them in a while. One is called Flecked. One's called Flashy. This is a green base. These look great over that black polish. And this one's kind of an orangey flex. These are really pretty. I like those a lot. Next is this. Ooh. Oh, I think this one might have turned. We're going to put this one to the side because I think we may throw this one out. We'll have to play with it later. This one's called Fifth Avenue. It's a copper. But I do think this color's formula may have turned, so we're going to put that there. This next one is a Wet n Wild in the color The Gold and the Beautiful. I have a thing for... The thing is, all my glitters, there's similarities, but they're all different. It's a problem. This is just a glitter, gold glitter. Really pretty. Then I have this one I paid 97 cents for at Walgreens. It's called Hot Tub. It's a dark black with like a purple glitter undertone. Really pretty. And then this one is called, I paid 59 cents for this one. It's called Off Tropic. And it's got this greenish tint to it. Very pretty. This one's called And the Raven Cried, Give Me More. So this is a Edgar Allan Poe reference. Don't know where it came from, but the color's pretty, and I probably bought it because of the name. It's purple metallic. How do I get all these polishes? I don't know where they came from. That's a problem. This one's one of my favorites, and this was given to me in a swap. It's called Do You Lilac It? It's really pretty. Perfect for this time of year, actually, right now. It's a beautiful lilac color. This one is my only MAC. I got it like on clearance. They were clearing this bad boy out. This is a cream, and it's called Style Matters. This tealy color. MAC's colors are okay. Their nail polishes aren't the greatest. This next one, there's a lot of reds here, guys. This is Bogota Blackberry. I like metallic. I love dark reds. One of my favorites. Tend to lean towards those. I'm pretty sure these next ones, I'm pretty sure 90% of the next ones I'm going to show you are all from the Muppet collection. Yep. This is called Meep Meep Meep. If you're not sure what that is, Beaker makes that sound. Bunsen and Beaker. But this is a pretty pink metallic. I use this quite a bit, actually. This next one is called Getting Miss Piggy With It. There was a lot of Will Smith references here. Fresh Frog of Bel-Air, Getting Miss Piggy With It. No. The Muppets like Will Smith? Maybe. Will Smith's pretty cool. So this is Getting Miss Piggy With It. This really pretty red. Said reds and glitters were big in that collection. I showed you that one. I did. This one is called Waka Waka. This is a Fozzie Bear themed one. Again, just another red. Slight metallicness. I don't know why there were so many reds in this collection. They could have done so much more with it. This is called Ameltastic. Again, this is a pinker color. Still in the red range with a glitter undertone. But they all look very similar. I was just obsessed because they were coming out with Muppet stuff. And I had to have all of them. The only one I couldn't find was Rainbow Connection. And I wasn't going to spend the money for Rainbow Connection. This is a Grape Set Match. This is a pink metallic. This came out for the Serena Williams collection. Really pretty color, though. It's really nice. It wears well. This one's a Spider-Man one. And it's called Just Spotted the Lizard. But the color is really unique. It's like got green and yellows and golds. It's really, really pretty. That's everything in that one. So in this one here, I have backups of Just Spotted the Lizard, Designer D Better, there's another one I got, and Warm and Fozzie, because I love these colors, so I got backups of those. Next is What Our Friends Thor. So I guess this is an Avengers or Thor themed. It's brown and I love it. This is a Deborah Lippman that I showed you earlier in Let's Go Crazy. Haven't used it yet, but I'm excited to because for good things about Deborah. These were in a like a Christmas pack. So there's a silver metallic and then there's like a glitter metallic overlay. Pretty, but the little ones never have names, so I do not remember what they're called. And then I have these four, and these came, I shoot them across the room, were for the Grease collection that came out. So there is a white, a Tiffany bluish color, a dark pink, and a light pink. And I don't remember any of the colors' names, because why put the name on it? You know, in case you wanted the big one. You know. This one is called Ostentatious Turquoise. It's just a metallic-y turquoise. It's kind of like the theme here. This is called Number One Nemesis, which is a black glitter. I think this might have been a Spider-Man color too. Then this one is Prose and Bronze. This is also from the Serena Williams collection. The last one, this is my most recent purchase. And it's called Left My Yens in Ginza. And I got this one from Ulta. But it's actually very similar to Designer D Better. Pretty similar. One's more gold. Designer D Better is more champagne. I don't know why I felt the need for this. Because I still have another Designer D Better that I'm using. I haven't really hit much on. I gotta start really using these up. before they start to go bad and I've wasted my money. Because that's both. I do have a lot of colors, but they're all like the same. They're all purples, they're all reds, and they're all glitters because that's what I tend to like. I try to break out, and then I get this weird random orange, which I have no idea where this came from. I really do not know where this orange came from, because this wouldn't be something that I would be like, oh, I want an orange. That never would happen in real life. So I have no idea where you came from, little nail polish. It must have been from a swap. It had to have been. Nobody really does swaps anymore, though, which stinks. I did my last swap with a good friend of mine on here, and I absolutely loved it. She sent me some beautiful things. But the swap before that was with a, he's not even a YouTuber anymore. But it was a bad, like, he got great stuff from me. I gave him, like, he wanted all name brand stuff. That would be fun. He got all kinds of name brand stuff from me, and then he didn't even do a video. Like, it was just like a talk over with a picture, and he's like, oh, well, you know, she put candy in there. She didn't put all makeup. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And all that I was sent was pretty much used makeup. I had to throw pretty much 90% of the haul out. It was pretty bad. That was pretty bad, but I feel like that happens to a lot of people, but people really don't do that on here anymore. I think because so many YouTubers were used by people who were like, let's do a swap. Let's do a swap. It'll be so much fun. And then the swap happens, and 9 times out of 10 people were taken advantage of, which is really stinky. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get going because it's getting a little on the later side. I still need to take care of some things before I go to work tomorrow. And but this has been a fun video. So Thursday, we'll plan on doing a shoe try-on video, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. Oh, thank you. And yeah, I just got to figure out what to wear in that video. So we'll do a shoe try-on on Thursday, and then we'll do something hopefully this weekend. So we'll aim for that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. I got to figure out what I'm going to eat. I always say that when I do these videos, like, I have to figure out what I'm going to eat tonight. But anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I got to go and take care of food and things for tomorrow. And thanks again for watching, guys. I love you all so much. And for those of you who have sent me things through Amazon wishlist, thank you so much. I love everything you send. And for those of you, just so you know, it's just a disclaimer. You don't have to send anything through the wishlist. For those that have, thank you so much. Everything has been truly appreciated, and I love everything. I've been wearing the shoes and the hosiery. I've worn quite a bit of them, and I absolutely love them. But I'm going to get going, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.